We all think we know how to brush our teeth, right? But what if I told you that most of us have been doing it wrong every single day? Well, today, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna dive into the ultimate guide for a truly healthy smile.
Look, brushing our teeth is a core part of our daily lives, something we're taught as kids. But the big question here is, are we actually doing it right? Because it's more than just a routine. It's a critical health practice that you'd be surprised most of us just don't get quite right. And that brings us to the heart of the matter. It's so easy to think that oral hygiene is just about having a white smile, but there's a much bigger, hidden problem that can mess with our overall health. Take a look at this number. According to the World Health Organization, over 90% of the population is affected by oral diseases like cavities and periodontal disease. That's a serious gum inflammation that can lead to tooth loss. That is a staggering statistic. It means that pretty much everyone watching this either has or will have a preventable oral health issue. So, why is this such a big deal? Because our teeth are essential for so much more than a good picture. They're critical for chewing and getting proper nutrition, for speaking clearly, and they even support our facial structure. Neglecting them doesn't just lead to cavities, it can seriously impact our self-esteem and our quality of life. And here's the biggest threat to our oral health: nighttime. While we're sleeping, our saliva production, our mouth's natural defense, drops way down. This creates the perfect environment for bacteria to just feast on leftover food, form plaque, and produce enamel-damaging acids. Basically, they're working overtime while we're resting. But here's the good news. We have a powerful weapon against this bacterial assault. It's not about brushing harder, it's about brushing smarter. This is our first and most important line of defense. The crucial part is mastering the right technique, and it really boils down to 4 key steps. First, position your brush at a 45-degree angle toward the gum line. Second, use gentle, vibrating, sweeping motions away from the gums. Never scrub horizontally. Third, make sure you cover every single surface: the outside, the inside, and the chewing surfaces. And finally, don't forget your tongue. A quick scrape removes a ton of bacteria. Now, for some pro tips that can supercharge your brushing. Only use a pea-sized amount of toothpaste and always brush for a full 2 minutes. But here's the game changer. After you brush, just spit. Do not rinse with water. This is huge because it leaves a protective layer of fluoride on your teeth. And lastly, remember, a worn-out brush is useless, so swap it out every few months. Okay, so brushing is our foundation, but for ultimate protection, we need to call in some reinforcements. These tools supplement our brushing and help us get to those areas a toothbrush just can't, like those tight spots between our teeth. First up is mouthwash. It's a great tool, but it's important to understand its role. It's a supplement to your routine, not a substitute for brushing and flossing. Think of it as the final step to help wash away any remaining bacteria and freshen your breath. But not all mouthwashes are created equal. This table breaks them down into 3 main types. You've got your cosmetic ones, which are great for a quick breath freshen-up. Then there are antiseptic versions, which help control plaque and issues like gingivitis. And finally, fluoride rinses are designed to strengthen enamel and prevent cavities. You can pick the right one based on your specific needs. So what about alcohol? That's a common question. Mouthwashes with alcohol can cause that familiar burning sensation, and they can actually dry out your mouth. So if you deal with dry mouth or have any sensitivities, the alcohol-free versions are definitely the way to go. All right, we've covered the why, the how, and the what. Now let's pull it all together and build the ideal, foolproof daily routine for a truly healthy smile. Here it is, the perfect sequence. Step 1, and this is crucial, is flossing to clear out debris between your teeth. Then, brush for a full 2 minutes using the technique we talked about. Step 3, remember to spit, don't rinse. And finally, finish up with a swish of mouthwash. The key is consistency. Do this at least twice a day and never, ever skip brushing before bed. So, after everything we've gone through, the final question is for you. Take a moment to think about your current habits. Are you just going through the motions, or are you truly protecting your health? Is your routine up to the challenge?